President Trump will not campaign for Alabama Republican Senate candidate Roy Moore. But Moore continues his fight against much of the GOP establishment over his refusal to leave the race, as a special election looms just 2 weeks away now. Correspondent Jonathan Serrie has the latest tonight from Alabama.
5 state campaigns, 40 years of honorable service.
With no signs of quitting, Roy Moore's Senate campaign released a new ad fighting back against allegations of sexual impropriety.
4 weeks before the election, false allegations, a scheme by liberal elites and the Republican establishment to protect their big government trump.
Basketball legend Charles Barkley, back home in Alabama for a college football game, said he's disturbed by Moore's association with former White House strategist Steve Bannon.
We got a lot of black people in the state who are amazing people, but to run a campaign with a guy as your chief advocate who is a white nationalist, a white separatist, that should have disqualified Roy Moore way before this women stuff came up. You can't have a guy running for a political office who's a white separatist, plain and simple.
In order to beat Moore, Democrat Doug Jones needs to mobilize African-American voters who make up about a quarter of Alabama's electorate. But a Washington Post article suggests black voters may not be energized by the Senate race. On the Sunday morning talk shows, 3 additional GOP senators dropped their support for Moore.
I think it'd be best if he stepped aside.
The best thing that Roy Moore could do for the country is to move on.
It's going to be a distraction for us and for our agenda.
President Trump has no plans to campaign for Moore.
Frankly, his schedule doesn't permit him doing anything between now and Election Day. The president obviously wants people who support his agenda and certainly wants people that are looking to make America better.
The president has yet to offer Moore a full-throated endorsement, instead attacking Jones, tweeting, quote, "The last thing we need in Alabama and the U.S. Senate is a Schumer-Pelosi puppet," and that Jones would be a disaster. Later, Trump tweeted his endorsement of Luther Strange wasn't enough, and that, quote, "Can't let Schumer-Pelosi win this race. Liberal Jones would be bad." And tonight, the Jones campaign sent out an email accusing Moore of hiding. Moore is scheduled to speak in the next hour at a small town, the small town of Henniger, Alabama. This will be his first public appearance since a November 16 news conference that his campaign abruptly ended when reporters began asking questions about the allegations against Moore. Brett?
Jonathan Serrie live in Alabama tonight. Jonathan, thank you.